What's up, everyone? Dan Pierre, the Bald Guy here, and we are back here on the It's the Bald Guy channel. We haven't made any videos in quite some time. However, we are re-energized, we are reinvigorated, refocused, and we've had some requests to make some videos on different topics. So with that, let's dive right into the subject of this video, which is 6 things that you need to keep in mind when either you are looking for or looking at a home-based business opportunity, something that's going on a lot today. So 6 things you need to keep in mind and keep in front of you when looking for or at a home-based business opportunity. Just up ahead, right here on the It's the Bald Guy channel. Things to keep in mind when looking for or at a home-based business. And people are looking for a lot out there these days, especially in light of COVID-19. Many have either temporarily lost their jobs or permanently, and so they are looking for another way to either supplement their incomes or perhaps replace what was once their income. So with that, let's dive right in. Before we get too far though, first a disclaimer: the following info in this video should not be construed as official business nor financial advice. It is based upon purely my opinion, thoughts, and experiences in looking at home-based business opportunities, something I've done a lot of over the years. I've looked at many, I've chosen some. As always, consulting your personal business advisor, financial professional, or accountant is the best idea for you moving ahead with any specific home-based business opportunity. So with that, let's dive right in. The scope of this video, what we're talking about, what kinds of businesses are of various sorts, but among them, systems that are for sale. These are systems, generally they are software applications or automated techniques that people or businesses have used to make all sorts of money, from real estate, from selling products online, and various other ways. Also, courses and educational programs. This is sort of the, hey, this is how I did it, educational type products that are available. Some of these are by subscription, and so they will also teach you, hey, how I made money online, selling real estate, selling various products, etc. And then, of course, multi-level marketing, MLM, and direct marketing offerings. They are very popular, very common, lots of different companies out there. So these are what in scope of this video. Not going to mention or talk about any specific names or opportunities, but just generically address them in terms of applying these 6 criteria to think about when you're looking for or at a home-based business. So with that, thing 1, before selecting a company or product, know what you want out of a home-based business. And this is hugely important. You're not going to get very far unless you know what it is you want or need out of a home-based business. How much are you looking for? How much are you looking to make, rather, and by when? Obviously, somebody who needs to make $5,000 a month to help pay off their mortgage is going to have a very different perspective than somebody who only maybe is looking to get a couple $100 a month to help pay off this bill or that one. So you really need to be in touch with what your needs are and what your objectives are. Know why you are seeking a home-based business. Just like in life, you wouldn't do something just for the heck of it. You would want to do it with a lot of forethought, and this is no different at all. Is this business that you're looking at capable of meeting your needs and capable of getting you there? Another key question: if you're going to be selling products and making a very little money, a couple of dollars off of each one, and you are more in that $5,000 to $10,000 a month category in terms of your needs, you're going to have to sell a lot of product. So you need to know that. Your commitment level, which is also really key. What is your commitment level? How much time are you willing to give for your home-based business? How much time can you give? How much are you capable, given whatever demands may be on you, a job, a family, whatever it might be? Your level of commitment is going to be key, and commitment is indeed everything with a home-based business. Also, not just the amount of commitment, but will you be able to consistently give that level of commitment, whatever that level is? Consistency is everything as well. It's okay if somebody can only give, X hours per week, as long as it's a consistent X hours or maybe X plus hours. And also, do you believe in a certain product or service or niche marketing? More on that upcoming. Thing two, look out for over-the-top marketing and advertising. And there's lots of this out there. We've all seen this, I'm sure, in social media, or if you're part of an email blast. There's always the pictures of the sweet stuff, right? The beachside mansions, and and the fancy cars with the gull-wing doors that go real fast, and lots of cash is talked about, and also that you'll be able to meet that significant other with the perfect beach body because they'll be so interested in you now because you're going to have all this money. And look, all of this stuff is really is good. They can be all motivators, but they're also frequently used as carrots by some of these companies. Here's the message: don't be lured in by just the fancy marketing, the over-the-top glitz and glamour. Instead, you really need to, when you're looking at a home-based business, be just about the facts. Okay, the level of commitment and what are their products, etc. We'll cover more of that upcoming. But don't be drawn in. Take a just the facts approach. Thing three, research the company or the individual. I would research them to death. That's kind of how I do things. And I would recommend anybody do that. You don't move forward until you know who they are and what their track record is. And also look at reviews. What is it that's out there? Reviews can be valuable in terms of what people are saying. They're also valuable in terms of your ability to find this company or individual who's offering this home-based business, to be able to find them out there. It kind of adds to the legitimacy if you see their name coming up lots. But also pros and cons can be, the reviews rather, of the pros and cons nature can be a double-edged sword. Pros, you can read reviews out there that can be given by affiliates of that same business. So of course they're going to give it a positive review. By the flip of the coin, you can see con reviews out there that are being given by someone from a different company, a competing company with a competing offering. So of course they're going to give a con review. You got to look at lots of reviews. You got to be able to discern, hey, is this an affiliate or is this a competitor that's giving this review, or is it truly a neutral review as well? Other resources are the direct selling organization, MLMlegal.com, and the Better Business Bureau. Not the be all end all of a list of resources you can go to, but these are some good ones. These are ones that I frequently use. And you can just go out there to their website, see if the company or person who has this offering you're looking at is listed among their member companies. And if they are, great. If they're not, it doesn't mean it's the end of the story, but it means that you probably got to look a little harder and be a lot more careful with determining whether or not something is real or is it a scam. And also, when doing your research, I tend to, again, go overboard when I'm researching. I'm just kind of a careful guy. But don't procrastinate. Don't make this last. Don't turn it into a 2-month-long research project. Just find out what you can, contact who you can, and ask questions. Look at reviews. Go to these websites that I'm giving you, which I'll also be posting in the comment section underneath this review. But do your homework. But try to take a finite period of time, a few days, a week, maybe a week and a half tops, by which you're getting all your questions answered, and then make a decision. That's my recommendation. That's kind of what I try to do. Do some digging with some fundamental questions, and these are just a few. How long has this company been in business? What's their location? Where's their HQ? Do they have an HQ? What countries do they operate in? How many distributors or associates like yourself who are looking at a business and who have moved forward with that business? How many of them are there? A red flag is kind of the same we said before. If you can't easily find information about a company or individual, if you've really got to search to find them, chances are you got to question their legitimacy. And chances are you probably just want to move away and go on to something else, look at another opportunity. Products. Thing number 4, any scientific evidence or studies proving that their products really do what they claim. There are a lot of great products out there, particularly of the direct marketing sort, a lot of great products that truly solve problems. and there are other products that don't. They don't do what they say. So a legitimate company will be able to offer you, maybe you get it from the sponsor who's showing you that direct marketing company. Ask them for some scientific studies that you can look at. You don't have to look at 100 of these. You can look at one or two or three, and they should be able to give you on particularly products that are nutritional and or perhaps cosmetic. There should be some scientific studies of their breakthrough product and why it's a breakthrough product that you can look at. And so they should be able to give you the footnote information, name, who did the study, what, when, where, etc. And you should be able to go out and find that online as well. Search on it. What will your responsibilities be? Know what you're going to be on the hook for. Do you have to buy a minimum amount of product each week or month to maintain your business? This is true of many businesses, and that in itself is legitimate. It's very legitimate for a direct marketing company to want you to be a product of your product. It's very difficult to sell something when you yourself aren't using it. So do they have a requirement? That in itself is fine, but you need to understand what that requirement is. It may or may not be affordable, depending upon what your situation is, or it may be just more money than you're willing to shell out for a given business versus what you stand the chance of making. Very common sense question to ask. And also, is there a buyback policy? If you have to buy a bunch of inventory and you either can't sell it or can't possibly use it, if you decide to stop your business, can you buy back? Can you sell back, I guess, and can they buy back the inventory that you have for either dollar for dollar or else for some percentage on it? Find out, ask the questions directly. Don't be bashful. Can you also participate in the company's program by purchasing only a sales kit? Some programs have that. You can just sell products. Maybe that's enough for you. Or must you build a sales organization too in order to make real money? And then also, do you believe in the products themselves? That's key. Understand how you get paid. What are what is this opportunities income claims? What are they? And the less sensational those claims are, usually the more legitimate. Again, there's that over the top selling. You want to avoid that, or at least field it. Understand that, okay, alarm bells if they're talking fantastic numbers. Also, must you build a sales organization? If so, what does that sales organization need to look like? How big? How much in depth must it be? How many other distributors or what have you are in there before you are allowed to make money, let alone how much money? Then there are upsells. Thing 6. You got to look out for upsells. And upsells are one of the least obvious things in businesses. I can recall as an example of an upsell, there was a product that I got involved with years back. I liked the product. It was something that was going to help me out a lot. So, however, I got involved in the business. I moved forward. I slapped down like $100, a little less, to get started. And then come to find out that in order for me to make the money that was originally advertised, I needed to put down another $400 or $500 in order to move up an echelon so that I was allowed to sell this product as an affiliate and be compensated in certain ways. And then come to find out that there's another level. I would have had to pay $1,900, I think it was, in order to make the full money that was being advertised. So needless to say, I bailed out with a parachute. I just stopped and left that business once I learned that these upsells existed. So be careful of upsells. Flat out ask up front, do you have upsells? Are there upsells? Many businesses don't, but some do, and you really need to know all about them, how much you're going to have to invest, etc., and what are the differences in the amount of money you can make. Now, outside of the 6 things, a couple of extras. Attend one of their training seminars if non-members are permitted. You can try it on for size. Smart thing to do. And then if the offering is for courses or info about a system, find out about the instructor. The instructor is usually somebody from the company. So not only do your homework on the company, but also on that individual, on the instructor, him or herself. Make sure that all of this makes sense. Trust your gut instinct as you're learning things and as you're doing your investigation and doing your thinking and self-thinking. But do your homework first. Finally, here's a point that is often forgotten about and overlooked, and that is tech support. Many of these businesses have some kind of back office, or there's technicals that work, or maybe you are actually buying a product and need to use it somehow as in order to sell it, etc., etc. There's all different schemas of this, and a real need is tech support. If that system that you're buying to make all this money from products online or real estate, if it doesn't have any tech support, if it breaks, you got to have somebody to call. Otherwise, you're out of business until you can get back online, or you're going to waste an awful lot of time trying to figure out how. Some companies are legitimate. You have a telephone number you can call. There's somebody literally at arm's length. But there are others whereby all you can do is send an email, and they may respond to that email. They may respond right away. They may respond in a few days or a week or more than a week. You can't afford that. You need to understand what their tech support is about. What is it? Where is it? And what is the typical response time? Look for that in your reviews that you will look through online as well. Tech support, very important. And then the opportunity, yeah, it's got to feel right because it's something you believe at the end of all this looking that you can do and will do and can realistically make money at while staying safe by avoiding scams. So could be the list of things. Again, know your what and why. Know it cold. If you're not sure what your what or why is, probably not worth it to move forward until you do. Look out for that. Yeah, flashy marketing, that over the top stuff. Don't fall for it. Many do. It sounds intuitive, but many have fallen for it, and then they much regret it later, or they just don't make anything, and they can't get their initial investment back. Don't let that be you. Then thoroughly research the company or individual. Search. Careful of those pros and cons that are sometimes artificially done, like I said earlier. Then the products themselves, learn what you can about them. Also, are these products that you will feel that you can, in good faith, sell? After all, if someone is dissatisfied with a product, or if it's nutritional in nature, and if they get sick or have an allergic reaction, they're going to come back after you. So you really need to make sure that you are in touch with whether or not this product is for you, and whether or not you want to be involved. And then understand how you get paid, understand the compensation system cold. Don't be bashful to have somebody explain it to you. A typical response is to send you something online, and that's great if that's very explanative, but if it's anything less than that, then make a pest of yourself. And then with the upsells, likewise, make a pest of yourself. Also, know about them going up. They're not necessarily a bad thing as long as you know about them and expect them and are willing to pay for them as you move in. So there you have it. 6 things to keep in mind when looking for or at a home-based business opportunity. A home-based business can be a very fruitful and fulfilling thing to do, and it can be very rewarding and really help out with your whole financial picture. But it needs to be, choosing one needs to be done with a lot of caution and forethought. And again, know yourself and what you're looking for and what your level of commitment is. In the meantime, if this was helpful to you, feel free to click the subscribe button and the notifications bell below this video so that you'll get notified of future videos that we make. We're planning on coming out with a video roughly once per week, sometimes maybe slightly more frequent than that. Also, if you have comments and questions, please feel free to put them in the comment field under the video. And also, any suggestions you might have for future videos, for other subject matter that we can be of help to you with in terms of thoughts, experience, impressions, information. We want to be able to do all that to you. Have a look at our other videos that are already out there on the It's the Bald Guy channel, and feel free to leave comments on them as well. So with that, this is Dan Pierre, the Bald Guy here. We thank you for watching and listening to this, and we look forward to you joining us on future videos upcoming right here on the It's the Bald Guy channel. Bye for now.